This video is for a general audience. It can be enjoyed by both adults and children. Hey guys, Thomas Pandit's fan here speaking with a brand new video. And today we'll be reviewing the book Henry the Green Engine. I've been reviewing the whole railway series as it is the 75th anniversary. So without any further delay, I think we should get started with the review. First story up.
Henry's Special Coal.
So, a story that I like. I've always said that in my childhood that Henry was an interesting character as he seemed like just another Gordon or James. But here we see a different trait of him, his worrisome side. To me, this is where it gets interesting. We see that he used to have an old shape which had him run very poorly, which he used a smaller firebox. Its conflict with the old shape, causing him to be weak, and he can't burn the normal coal which other engines use. And it is shown in previous books like Thomas's Train. And I like how Sir Topham, even though the world coal was expensive, was nice to buy the new coal for Henry so that he could run properly. A story that I quite liked. I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. Next story up.
The Flying Kipper.
Now, another story that I think is okay. I mean, it's nice. It's a story where we find out how Henry crashed and gets a new shape. But this is another instance where I think the episode was better because of the visuals. I mean, don't get me wrong, the illustrations here are also good. I love Dalby's illustrations here. I believe it's Dalby. If I'm wrong, I'll mention it probably. So yeah, and I quite like it. And I like the fact of how Sir Topham, instead of putting money into Welsh Coal, they fixes them all together by giving him a rebuilt and crew. And I don't know about the Rakefine crew surviving that crash, but it is very less of chance that they survive. And the guard waving his mug at Henry. And about the 2 Henry theory, I don't want to say anything because I don't think that is true. So I'll give this one 8 out of 10. Next story up.
Gordon's Whistle.
Alright, so this story feels more of a Gordon story than more of a Henry story. It shows how after Henry returning he likes to whistle, and Gordon says male engines don't do that for some reason. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The story is pretty basic, nothing much more happens. However, I do like how the fire brigade came out and like people got surprised. And also like how the engines tease him at the end of the story. Overall, a pretty basic episode, so I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10.
Percy and the Trousers.
Another story that I feel was quite out of place. I don't know why Awdry tried to make the stories 5 instead of 4, but this is again more of a Percy story. And for some reason, Percy gets, cheeky. I love how the trouser wraps around his funnel like a scarf and Sir Topham scolding him. Yeah, but I did feel sorry for Percy here. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I would give the story another 6.5 out of 10. Good, but not very good, Next story up.
Henry's Sneeze.
Now, this is a story that I quite like. I like Henry's attitude and character here, and the driver interaction. The boys throw stones at Henry. What does Henry do? He doesn't complain or let his driver complain to the authority. He just blows his smoke at him and ashes. I like how the passengers complain here and how this is property damage. A pretty basic story, but I quite like it. I would give it a 7 out of 10. So that was my review for Henry the Green Engine. I quite like this book, and I like how Reverend Wilbert Awdry wanted to improve Henry, as I think he was going to remove him from the series. I quite like this book, and I like when they got the rebuild. And surprisingly, this is the only book which has 5 stories, and 2 of the stories feel a little out of place, but I don't mind. So yeah, see you in my next review of the next Railway series book, and thank you for watching.